Hello, my name's Scott. I'm a professional magician and this is a magic review.
It's a kind of magic.
In today's review, we're looking at art trivia. This is presented by TCC Magic, but created by David Jonathan and Nikolas Mavresis. Hopefully I've pronounced that correctly. The TLDR on this is that initially I thought this was a rubbish trick. I learned it, I gave it some time, and I thought I'm never going to perform this anywhere. But then I performed it on a couple of people and the reaction was really good. I was really surprised. And this is why it's really important to try magic tricks on people, that whether we like it or whether we don't like it, we should try it on other people just to see. So my TLDR on this is actually that it serves a purpose. It's not useful for everyone and it's not useful for everyday performances everywhere. But when it suits, it's pretty good. It's really interesting. And I think it's something that most people can get behind because the artwork that's used in this trick is kind of universal, it's global. Most people will be familiar with the majority of paintings that are used in art trivia. So I think it's really good. If you like the look of it and you think it doesn't look very good, I would suggest picking it up and trying it out on people because it really surprised me the great reactions that this got. And that means that I'm going to start performing it more often. And if I continue to get good reactions, I'm going to give my audience what they want, not what I want. That's my TLDR. Let's get into a few more details. What is it? What is art trivia? It's an idea where you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these envelopes. And each one of these envelopes has a quite famous painting on the inside. And then on the backs of the envelopes, you have clues or hints to what these paintings might be. So the idea is that you have these cards, you don't show your audience what they are, and you run through them one at a time and you ask them the hint and you ask if they can guess what it is. And then you end up with all of these paintings on the table like this, and then you explain that one of them is a fake and they need to try to guess which one is the fake. And let's say they choose this one, the Screaming Man. So you take the Screaming Man and you place him down here like this. And then you proceed to take all of the other ones, showing them one at a time that this one was not the fake, that this one was not the fake, this one was not the fake, and finally we have the Mona Lisa, which was also not the fake. And that's all of the paintings out of the way, and that must mean that they guessed correctly and it was the Screaming Man that was the correct one. But then you explain that it's really easy in retrospect because all of the other paintings were the fakes and they were actually trying to guess which one wasn't. And then you're left with this nice display where you have 4 very obvious fakes that are designed really well. That's essentially the trick. So it's kind of a guessing trick where it has a built-in climax and finale that's really unexpected, and it has a nice story to it as well. That's what art trivia is. That's the effect. Hopefully I've covered that and hopefully it came across. I think this is not a good one to perform to camera, which is why I've tried to explain through it. But if you want to see it in action, a little bit more jazzy than what I've just done, you can just search on YouTube or you can go to the TCC website and you can have a look at the trailer for the trick Art Trivia. And what do you get when you purchase Art Trivia? You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 envelopes, as I say. You receive all of the cards that you need. These cards are custom printed. They're really high quality as well. So I think they're going to fit in with any performer, whether you're performing at a pub or whether you're somewhere really casual, or whether you're performing somewhere a bit more fancy, a nice restaurant or something like that. And the artwork on the backs of these with the hints is really nice as well. So the cards and the somewhat gimmicked envelopes are really nice and they're really high quality. They're going to last you a really long time, providing you take care of them and you don't spill anything on them. They are paper, they're not made of a waterproof or water repellent Tyvek or anything like that. So you will need to take care of them, but they will last you a really long time. The instructions are really clear as well. They're really informative. They take you, it's done by the creators, David and Nicholas, and they take you through everything you need to know. The instructions are really comprehensive, as pretty much all TCC products are now. That's what you receive when you purchase Art Trivia. How easy is it to perform though? Incredibly easy. It's very, very, very easy. Anyone can perform this, a beginner. This requires no sleight of hand. If you can open up an envelope and pull a card out, then you can perform this. It requires no other sleight of hand. It requires almost no thought. Basically, the only thing that you're going to have to remember is the names of the famous paintings if you don't already know them. And it's as simple as that. There's nothing else required in terms of dexterity, memory work, anything like that. And it can be a different painting every time when you perform this. It depends entirely on which one they choose and which one they think is the fake. So ultimately, it doesn't matter what someone chooses, and that is another reason why it's such an easy trick to perform. Reset time is really fast as well. All you have to do is take the cards and place them back in the envelope. So you're looking at just maybe 15-20 seconds, and then you're reset, ready to go to perform it again without any hesitation. So I'm giving you an idea of how long it takes right now. And that's it. And then we're ready to go again, like so. So not too much time at all for the reset. I think it's fairly doable in a walk around setting. I probably wouldn't perform it in that kind of setting. I would perform it if I was only going to perform it once at a table or in a set performance, but it is fairly fast nonetheless. Angles are really good on this. You have no angle restrictions at all. Now, of course, you have to perform this on a table. So the fact that you are turning these envelopes over and you're taking them out and you're placing on the table means that you can perform this completely surrounded. There are no restrictions at all when it comes to performing Art Trivia, and there's nothing more to say on angles. Because it's performed on table, you can perform it anywhere, completely surrounded. Which brings us to the second from last point, pocket space, which is really good as well. It's a really thin package, just I would say 2/3 of a pack of cards, and they're really light, and that's it. Basically, you can fit this, I think, in any pocket. You could even put it in a little envelope that's slightly larger that fits all of these in so that they're protected. And that's all there is to say with pocket space. They will fit in pretty much any pocket, even a top pocket of a jacket. So fairly compact when it comes to carrying, whether it's in transit to an event, to a performance, or whether it's just carrying them on yourselves, ready for a dinner, ready for a party, ready for whenever. And now we'll come on to the final thoughts. It's surprisingly good, as I said, or the reactions that I've had so far have been surprisingly good. I thought it was a pretty naff trick, if I'm honest. But this goes to show and is a testament to the fact that we should be, as magicians, we should be performing what our audiences want and not what we want to show our audiences. If this continues to get good reactions, I'm going to continue showing it to people, even though I'm not that impressed in comparison to lots of other tricks that I enjoy performing more, I think are more fun, and I think are more magical. But I'm entertaining an audience. I'm not entertaining myself. So I think there is that. I think also there is something that you could potentially do to improve this. I wish that TCC had done this, but it's a very easy thing to do yourself. I wish that in some nice calligraphy writing or something in gold metallic ink or silver metallic ink or something like that, the names of the paintings were written down here. So that, I don't know, I think it would look a bit nicer. You're asking people to guess based on the hint what the painting is, and then you turn it around and there's no doubt because it's written down here. I think that would have been a really nice touch, or even if it was printed in foil. So TCC, if you want to do that in future versions of this, in future print runs, I think that would be fantastic. But as I say, if you know someone who has really nice handwriting, who can do calligraphy, who can do some really nice ornate writing, I think get them to write in some metallic ink down here the names of the paintings. I think that would just add to a little bit of the presentation. But I think that's all I have to say. I do have a discount for TCC, and that is at checkout. If you use the discount code EverythingMagicPro, you will get an additional 15% off your order. There will be also a link to purchase this in the top pinned comment. That is an affiliate link, so if you purchase Art Trivia through that link, that supports the channel. I get a little bit of a kickback from that, and you're supporting me by buying a trick that you're interested in. So it's a win-win for everyone, for me, for you, for TCC. And I think that's everything for today. I'm really surprised by this. If you do buy it and you do perform it, leave a comment or DM me on Instagram and let me know what your reactions are to this, because as I say, it's really surprised me, and now I'm intrigued to perform it for more people. But that's it. That's the review for today. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it useful and insightful. If you have any questions about art trivia, leave it in a comment below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I'll see you in the next review. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.